Hi, my name is Logan Rapier. I would love to inform you, the parents or guardians, about special education laws that have been placed for parents like yourself today and give you the resources to keep you up to date whenever you need them. In the world of education, most decision making is based on state and national laws. For parents, this can make it very difficult to understand their rights as well as their children's. This is especially true for parents who have children with special needs. The laws surrounding special education are ever changing and complex. For this reason, it is important for parents to understand the rights that they have and their children within the education system. The purpose of this video is to educate parents on the recent changes to education laws that directly impact them, as well as provide resources to those who need it. Prior to the 1970s, special education children did not have a chance to succeeding in life or school due to them not having a free public education due to lack of funding and schools not wanting to provide for them. But after the 1970s occurred, President Ford signed the Education Act of Handicapped Children Act, or the EAHCA. This would give public schools the funding to allow special needs students to have a free public education. In 1986, schools started receiving the funding permanently for special needs students, and parents were granted involvement in their children's education. A couple years later, in 1990, this is where the EAHCA was renamed the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or the IDEA. That would create accommodations for 13 different types of special needs in public schools. The education system has learned a lot over the past couple of decades through court cases and the rights all parents and guardians deserve to have. In the case of Burlington versus Massachusetts Department of Education, the Supreme Court shows the meaning of free, showing that parents had the right to be reimbursed to send their child to a private school if the public school could not meet the needs of that child. This was a massive step in the favor for parents because our country is making sure that each and every student, no matter the needs, will receive an equal education and will not be left behind because of it. The second court case that I'd like to share with you is the case of Board of Education versus Raleigh. The definition, which will show the Supreme Court, showed the definition of appropriate for special needs education. It becomes clear that a little girl who was deaf stated that she needed an interpreter in the classroom to help her to understand what she was learning, but was denied because the school felt as if it gave her an unfair advantage over the other students. The Supreme Court felt different about this. They provided the girl with an interpreter and allowing any disability to have accommodations that gave them a fair education like their peers, showing that it is appropriate for a student with these needs to be met to give them the equal opportunity as the other students. Because things were changing so often, it's hard for teachers to always get definite answers for the parents or the guardians. And the best way to help with this is for me to give you the resources to help you always stay up to date on these. So the first one I'd like to share with you is is Finder Indiana Disability Research. This allows parents to chat with others going through similar situations or inform them all of years, all the years through their children will go through, from adulthood, from early childhood development to toddler to young adult, and even in their aging years to prep you for those solutions. The next one would be CICOA, Aging and In-Home Solutions. This will give parents the opportunity to have support groups and speak with other parents going through similar situations as well. It also gives them a night out with their spouse or friends, just to kind of get away and regroup and be able to give their child with disabilities the best advantage they can. Students will be able to, parents will also see that there are links to services for their child on this website, and also their child with special needs will be able to go to camps as well. Indiana Department of Education is always a great place to go. It's always they're always refreshing their laws and resources for special needs children. Stay up to date on school programs, applications for assistance in school in Indiana, activities for families with special needs to do.